on this button. And welcome everyone. We are in WaterDeep today. This is Dragon Heist, the campaign. So, we're going to go around in a little bit of an order here and just introduce your name of your character, what race they are, and class. Let's start with Falcon.
My character is Adgar Kerlock. He is a silver dragonborn paladin.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go on to Shiro.
Okay, my character name is Eros the Soran, and he is a barbarian halfling, stout halfling.
Right? Stop doing that, computer. Tazza?
My character is Drazan Carpro, and I am a gem dragon fighter.
Alright. Tiger?
Yes, my character's name is Tiny Toe. He's a bard and a lightfoot halfling.
And Prime.
My character is called Ryujin Akaji. He is a dragonborn monk who studied the way of the sun.
Alright. So, today, like I said, we are in Waterdeep. We have the Dragon Heist, and this world is, give you a bit of a world building situation here. So, as far as everyone knows, there is, let's see if I can remember correctly. Who this it was told? Already screwing up. Cool. Ha! Here we go. So, there are 500,000 gold coins hidden somewhere in Waterdeep. And, you know, many individuals know all about the cache. You know, they know about it. If you don't know about it, then you're obviously a foreigner to Waterdeep. So, everyone's looking for it, you know, and because everyone's looking for it, there is practically war within the streets of Waterdeep between the multiple factions and guilds and nobility families trying to get their hands on it. One of your main concerns is not only finding it yourself, but not dying in the process, as every, adventure goes. So, we're going to go ahead and give a little bit more. So, this is going to take place, it's currently winter. We're not talking about IRO, we are talking about the campaign now. It's winter,
Lovely coincidence.
just the start of winter. Light snow on the ground sometime. Stop it. Got some light snow. You've got some slick roads, stuff like that. Just your normal winter weather. So. Which one was it? That's the one. All right. Where's the... All right. So, I lost my train of thought. I found it again. My computer doesn't stop making noises. I'm gonna throw it. All right. So, we're gonna start with everyone is sitting in different parts of a tavern. And, you all look around and you see that this tavern is not an ordinary tavern, mainly because of the giant hole in the middle of the place that leads into, this pit. Everyone's sitting in different areas. There are multiple floors of this place, all surrounding this pit. And for those, and everyone knows, you know, that pit's more like a dungeon. You go down there if you want. You conquer the dungeon, see what happens. Multiple levels to it. Stop. My computer. Stop giving me notifications. So you're all sitting in your chairs, drinking your mead or your whatever you're drinking. And you know, you hear the sounds of gamblers yelling, you hear just people all around you. Some of them you might recognize, some of them you might not. I mean, quite literally just tons of people gambling, yelling, screaming. It's as noisy as you can be. You can barely hear yourself think most of the times. You hear some songs being played. A couple of them are out of tune. A couple of them are just decent. So then, out of nowhere, a lot of you are on the same kind of floors. So it's about a 3-story building. A lot of you are on the first and second floors. And out of nowhere, out of all the noise, somehow you all managed to hear someone yell over everything. There you go. Oh, don't do that. No. They go, "You pig, you like killing me mates, do ya?" And then majority of you can see this giant 7-foot tall orc swing a wild punch at a human. You know, he's got a shaved head, he's got an eye-shaped tattoos, and then you see him and his 4 buddies just standing there about to gang up on this orc guy. The half-orc, you know, she sits there and she cracks her knuckles, about ready to start a brawl in the tavern. And now a lot of people are focusing on it, so you just hear someone go, "Fight, fight, fight!" You just start hearing that, start chanting. Now, you know, as the crowd starts cheering, there's a circle forming around these, like, 5 or 6 people. This one half-orc female and these other 5 humans. Before you can see who throws the first punch, the crowd starts forming around it. It's a little dense. What does everybody want to do? You want to join in? You want to watch? What are we doing?
I'm gonna stay seating at I can't speak. Stay seated at my table and just watch from the table.
Okay.
Yeah, I will bring out my pamphlet and start playing some battle music.
Okay. Adding to the scene.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna get up and push my way to the front of the crowd so I can see what's going on from right in front. Like, see the whole fight going on in front of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna join you. I'm gonna join you with that.
Okay, I'm still at my table, just like giving it a darsome look of like another battle in tavern. Like, kinda interested, but not in fully mode.
Okay. So you see, all these, make sure I do this right. Okay. So, stop it, phone. So, as you all are just watching this, some of you still sitting at your table, some of you right in the front, ready to help if needed. And we have our, one musician who's helping out a little bit. So you see this half-orc, 7 foot tall. You see all these you say around 5'2", 5'3", pretty average height. Humans trying to fight her. And she's just taking them with ease, And there's one who's obviously the leader of these 5, who's like trying to fight her focused. Eventually, this half-orc gets one clean shot in, right in the rib cage. This human guy, he just crumples. He's on the ground, out of breath, beaten to a pulp, bloody. She's got not a scratch on her, you know. So
I mean, what would
eventually,
you expect against a fucking orc?
exactly, you know. But you know, you just hear her. You hear the bartender. He yells. He's like, "All right, now you all." He's like, "All right, you all out, leave, never come back." And once that happens, you know, the other four drag their bloodied companion out of the yawning portal, as it's called. And you know, she the half orc, you know, raises her hands in triumph. Someone hands her a mead, a pint, whatever you want to call it. Someone hands her, you know, a drum turkey leg, you know, celebration. She walks. Which one of you were standing at the front again?
Me.
It was me, yeah, and me.
Okay, so she walks at the two of you because she noticed you two were ready to help if needed. She thanks you. You know, obviously it wasn't needed, but the thought was nice of a gesture.
I kind of thought it's probably not you who needed the help. It's more the human, but okay.
Yeah.
You didn't need the help. But...
And you know, and after the fight, the portal just erupts. You know, in more cheering and laughter and everything. But do me a favor, everyone, roll me a perception.
All right. That's a D20, right?
Yeah, just a D20 with perception.
With your deception modifiers.
Perception. Sorry, did I say
Eight.
deception?
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
But that. Oh.
7.
Yeah. I rolled a
Okay.
12.
My perception is an 18.
I've rolled 14, and this adds up to 16.
Okay. Taz, what was yours again?
18.
Okay. So Taz and Shiro, you hear this, but the rest of you don't. So in the midst of all of the cheering and everything, for some reason you get an uneasy feeling as you hear this deep bellowing, like not a roar, but it's like a grumble almost, you know, like something waking up. And as you look around trying to locate the source of this, as you know, the crowd, the ring has dispersed a bit, going back about their day, enjoying themselves. They you turn around, and from the portal you see a hand from the portal, sorry, the hole in the ground. You know, it has a ladder going down, obviously, so if you want to come down, that kind of thing, people can do that. But you see this giant hand just on the side of it as it's trying to pull itself up. And since the two of you have noticed this first, is there anything that you want to do about it?
So there's a hand.
Anyone? Yeah, so there's like this giant, like, green hand, you know, nails long, just on the side of the portal. Like, you can tell it's pulling itself up, whatever it is. Is there anything that you two want to do before anyone else notices?
I think the only thing that I'd want to do is try and maybe make sure other people are noticing this shit, so we can all be prepared.
Okay. Shiro?
As I see it, I'm minding my own business, but I'm cautious, so I'm like ready to jump if something happens. But like
Okay.
so far, know my business and just enjoying my meat at the table.
Okay. Things happening. So, as you both have noticed it, you know, Taz is over here trying to alert some more people, letting everybody know. And as he does, an alarm suddenly starts ringing out over the portal. and Jesus Christ, someone's a tickle in my throat. An alarm starts ringing out, and everyone hears it. It's loud, it's shrill. You know, you hear it like a fire alarm. And you see everyone starts turning towards the hand that's coming out, trying to pull itself up. You see another hand, the same hand, is the left hand, right hand, are both up. And now as it's pushing itself up, you start seeing the head of this giant 9-foot tall troll coming out of this hole in the ground. Somehow it found its way out of where it was supposed to be in the dungeon, and now it's coming up. You know, it's got warty green skin, you know, a tangle of black hair, a crooked nose, just everything you would expect in a troll.
One ugly bastard.
Exactly. And you hear the bartender over everything, because now the portal has basically gone quiet as everyone's watching this behemoth of a troll climb out. So you hear the bartender, Durin, he just yells, "Troll!" And most people, you know, they flee. They try to hide. Others ready weapons. What's everyone else gonna do? Are we hiding? Are we fleeing? Ready to fight?
Oh, I'm ready to fight.
Right, can
I'm
I?
gonna run to my table and grab my greatsword.
Table. Taz?
Alright, I'm gonna use Psionic Mind. It's just a thing, a part of my race that I can do. I can send telepathic messages to creatures that I can see within 30 feet of me, and I don't need to share the language. You just automatically comprehend it. I'm just gonna look around the room, send messages to people, and be like, can anyone use anything that will help really well with this troll?
Is that like are they allowed to respond through that, or is it just like you sending a
I'm
message to
guessing
them?
so.
Let me pull up this again.
I feel like it is, unless it's just one-way message, then either way I'm still just gonna send that message to people.
Hold on a minute.
I'm not sure, because it literally just says... But it must be able to at least one language to comprehend these messages.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, yeah, so you just send the message. So basically you're like trying to see if anyone's gonna be able to help fight this troll.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
You know, a lot of people hear the message and they ready their arms as well. Ready to take on this troll. Some of them obviously look terrified because it's a 9-foot tall troll.
It's a troll.
Tiger, you want to help, run, hide?
Yeah, I'll rise up and start doing a bardic inspirational speech to get people hyped up and ready to fight.
All right.
Cool.
So everyone is chosen to fight, right? Or
Yeah, I'm jumping off my stool, looking it over with my great axe in hand, seeing what's going on and be ready.
all right. Everyone, do me a favor. Roll initiative. We have the first fight of our campaign.
No, I'm
One.
just gonna run.
I have a 1.
Oh,
Oh no!
I got a 6. The only time rolling a 1 doesn't matter.
1.
I got a 12.
Right. I thought, you know, the white dice would help me because I'm playing like a silver
I got a
dragon. Ball.
12 and then +1 for my initiative roll, so a 13.
Right. I'm gonna go back to the big die.
14.
all right.
I thought I was gonna be the one that had to attack first. I'm like,
Okay. So the troll is going to go first, and it's still trying to lift itself out of the hole. So it's got about half its body out of the hole right now. No, I know what this. Yeah, so he's got about half his body out, and he's still trying to lift himself up. So on his turn, he's gonna take his leg and get his knee onto the side of it. You know, as he's trying to get out still. And then it is going to be Tiger. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start using a cantrip known as Minor Illusions to try to get the troll's focus on somewhere else other than the people and make it confused.
Okay. And is that a what's the save it has to make on that? Is there a save for it or?
Hold on. Let's see. Can't see one right now.
Minor illusion. I don't think it's.
Oh no, yeah, my bad. You said minor illusion.
Yeah, it's just flavor text.
Okay, so basically you're just making something to kind of distract it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's not really affected, by your minor illusion. It sees it. It just registers it as another victim potentially, just like everyone else in the tavern currently is.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to do anything else for your turn, or?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to climb higher.
Okay.
And get one floor or two up.
Okay, so you're on the first floor.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try to climb to the second floor. Are you gonna try to take the stairs, or are you just gonna go up the side of the pole or something?
I think I'll climb up the railing or the pole.
Okay, give me a. Let's see. You're gonna try to do that. Give me a athletics roll.
Athletics. 16.
Okay, yeah, you make it. You clear it. You get up on top of the second floor, over the railing. Now you're kind of looking down, but not as far down as you think, because again, 9-foot troll.
Yeah.
That is going to be Prime. What do you want to do?
I'm going to swing at its head with so its head is just coming out of the hole, right?
Oh no, it's already got half its body. So like where its waistline is, that's where the floor is. So it's
okay. So I'm gonna swing my quarterstaff.
Okay.
I got a 2 + 3, so that's a 5.
Is that your hit, or is that you rolling to hit?
Yeah.
Miss.
Right.
Anything else you can do, or is that your turn?
Well, I'm a monk, so I also have a bonus action of an unarmed strike, so I'm gonna throw my fist.
Okay. Go ahead, roll to hit.
A 1 + 3, so that's 4.
Miss again.
I am a terrible monk.
So we're going on to Taz.
Great. I think I'm just gonna try and hit it with my long sword at the moment.
Okay.
17.
All right, that's a hit. What's our damage that we're looking at?
It is 12.
Okay. So it's gonna be. All right.
And that is all I can do at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna just kind of stand up and try and brace myself.
Okay. All right, Shiro, your move.
All right. Just for question, how far am I from a troll?
Everyone was pretty, since you were still sitting at your table. So I want to say you were about. Let me check. I want to say you were about 20 feet or so away from this thing
Alrighty.
when it came out of the hole.
Alright, so I'm moving closer through the troll, so I'm in reach with my weapon.
You okay? You gonna roll to hit?
It's 12.
12 is a miss.
Alright.
Is that your turn?
Yep, I guess so.
All right, Falcon. What are you gonna do?
Right. I'm gonna run towards it, and then I'm gonna strike its left arm with my greatsword.
All right, roll to hit.
That is not a hit. I rolled a 3 with my modifiers. It's 9.
Yeah, that's a miss. So yeah. Everyone, everyone tried to swing and throw a punch and tried to hit it, but all your attacks just came short. Because he's still trying to climb out. So, so it's the troll's turn now. So now he's got his other leg. He's got his leg all the way on, not just his knee. And he's stepping out now. So he's standing there, full 9 feet of him, towering above all of you.
One big bad.
Oh yeah. So he's towering above everyone, and he is going to take a swing. Who was the one that hit him again?
It was me.
Yeah. So he's gonna, since you were the one that dealt the damage to him, he's gonna look at you, and he's gonna kind of like grunt at you as he takes a swing. Let's see. Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
All right. So he swipes at you and misses. Let's see. He's gonna swipe again. Oh. Can I go ahead and guess that a 27 hits?
No, it does. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I wish it didn't.
So let me grab this real quick.
Just
That would
be
be
a
very
top.
nice if you did.
So you take 10 points of damage.
Damn. Okay.
And then it is going to be, and after he takes that second swipe at you and rakes it across your arm, he rakes it across your arm, leaving a gash in your arm. An arrow flies out of nowhere and strikes him in the shoulder as he takes 3 points of damage. You see that your question to arms, your call to arms, kind of got a couple people riled up. So you see some stones fly. You see a chair fly. Hit him in the face. He doesn't register it. Just
But it's
quite
still
literally a
doing
wooden chair just thrown at his face.
every little helps.
Yeah, everything helps as it could. All right, Tiger, it is your turn now.
Yeah, I think I wanna jump and bonk him on the head with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Give me this one. Give me an athletics check, real quick, to see if you can jump that far.
7.
A what?
7.
All right. So, you go to jump from this railing. You're standing there. You're perched up. You've got your quarterstaff ready, like you're about to just slam it down top of its head. And as you do, you didn't realize that the bar that you're standing on was a little slick from people throwing their drinks and stuff and the scare. And you kind of like slip a bit and fall backwards onto the floor behind you. So you don't fall forward onto the ground below you. You just fall backwards.
Okay.
So, is there anything else you can do?
No.
Okay.
That's embarrassing.
Prime, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna swing my quarterstaff again.
Okay. Roll to hit.
A 6 plus 3, that's a 9.
That's a miss. You take your sword, you go for that nice sideways swing like you're taking a bat to a ball, and you just barely miss him. You miss him, you just kind of swipe past him. It's a nice breeze on him, and we're gonna go ahead and move
then I'm
on
gonna do
to...
my unarmed strike.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Well,
right. Unarmed strike. Yeah.
That's a 4 plus 3, that's a 7.
That's a miss. So you take your quarterstaff, you swing, you miss, and then you try to follow it up with a nice strike to him, to his his leg where you can reach. And you kind of whiff on that shot too. You gave too much of the spin on your quarterstaff, and that made you miss the swing on the fist too. And then it's gonna be Taz's turn.
Okay then. I was hoping I didn't have to use this, but I will use my second wind. Ba-dang. And that's a 1d10 plus 10, so I will roll that, right? Plus 1, sorry. So I'll roll that right now. And that's to regain health, so I will gain 7 health. Back up to 10. At least then I won't be fucked straight away. And I'm going to use a weapon.
Do what now?
I'm going to use my breath weapon to attack it.
Okay.
It has to succeed at DC 13.
A DC 13 of what?
Just it's a dex save.
Okay, deck save.
Yeah.
Yeah, it succeeds on it, so it takes what, half the damage, right?
Yep. And that
Okay.
is 9, so
Is it half rolled down, or
yeah. I'm
Okay.
guessing 9.
it should say it on the breath attack?
Yeah, it just says half as much as on a fail.
Okay. So you rolled for 9 damage?
Yeah.
So it'll take 4.
Okay.
Alright. Is that all you're gonna do this turn?
I'm not gonna move away because I'll probably get fucked up. So yeah.
Alright. Shiro, is your move.
Alright, I'm going to swing my great X again, but as my height is in disadvantage, I'm going to swing towards his leg to bring it down.
Okay.
And for that, it's 23.
23 to hit. Alright. Roll for damage.
And for damage, it's 3.
3?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. So you take your great sword and you swing it at his leg. You leave a pretty sizable gash in his leg. But he still looks like he's up there. He's kind of like looking at all of you, roars a little bit, grumbles, and Falcon, it is your go. How do we want to play this?
That's a fair idea. I'm going to do the same thing as Taz. I'm going to use my breath weapon, which
Alright.
is a 13 Constitution save for cold damage.
You said a 13 Constitution save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another 13 DC.
Okay. Wow, he just barely missed that save. All right. So what's your damage?
9 damage. The Dragonborns have the same fucking stuff going for them.
We're just terrible. But I also have been rolling the wrong thing. I've been rolling damage die instead of hit die. Like
so you've not been rolling a d20, have you?
No, I have not. I've been
Mm.
rolling d6s and d4s.
Wow.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
that's fine. Everyone makes a
It
mistake.
happens.
Everyone makes a mistake.
Shit happens.
Oh, my brain. 1 second.
At least you'll know for next time, eh?
Oh yeah. Because I just did like a
Roll
test
D20.
roll for my quarterstaff strike that I would have done with a d20. I would have hit an 18 plus a 5. That would have been a 23.
All right. Jeez, yeah. You. Well, at least you know now.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you said it was a cold breath attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you open up your maw and you just breathe this cone of ice at him. And you see, he's like trembling, he's shaking from how frigid it is. One of his arms is like frozen over on one side, and you can see like the blood that was drooling down his leg from that gash Taz put in him, that it's now frozen. The blood is frozen in place, so it's not going anywhere. And he's looking pretty fucked up right now. However, it is going to be the troll's turn, and he is going to look over at Shiro. All right. There's a 15 hit.
Did I will tell in armor class? Is that
Yeah.
it for? Yeah. 15 does not hit.
Okay, so with his other unfrozen arm, he takes that swing and he misses. He's gonna try again. Does a 16 hit?
No.
All right. So he takes his other hand, and because it's frozen over now, so he kind of can't bend it as well. So he just wide arm, like stiff swings it, misses, and it's going to be Tiger's turn.
I will try to jump on him again.
Okay. Give me another athletics check.
Yes. 10.
You said 10?
10.
What'd you roll last time?
Last time was a 7.
That's right. So yeah, so you rolled a 10 this time. So you get up on there again after wiping the railing off, making sure it's not wet anymore from the drinks. You stand up there and you lunge towards him as you bring your quarterstaff down on him. Go ahead and roll to hit for me.
Let's see if I hit. That's 13.
That is a miss.
Ah.
So you lunge towards him as you try to bring your quarterstaff down, but he sees you and kind of leans back a little bit. So you just like barely miss him as you come down with your quarterstaff. Anything else you can do, or is that your turn?
That's it.
All right, Prime, it's your go.
All right, I'm going to swing an unarmed strike. I got a 12 plus a 5. That's 17.
All right, that's a hit.
Yay! The Dragonborn hit.
Roll for damage.
Dragonborns are going good.
Dragonborns are doing things this game.
And the damage is 4 plus 3, so 7.
Hashtag Dragonborn carrier.
All right, so that fist check, you ready your fist and you strike him right in that cut where Taz had hit him at, where Taz slashed at him. So he drops down on one knee.
Oh, I was
You know,
about to say, if my hand is stuck in said cut, I'm gonna be angry.
No. You hit him in that cut, so it like applies the more pressure to it, and hurts it
Yeah.
even more. So he falls down on one knee, and he is looking beaten. He's half frozen. He's cut up, and bleeding.
I think
What
he
else
just
you
got
wanna do?
punched. Well, I'm gonna do my second unarmed strike because of my bonus action.
All right.
16 plus 5, that's 21.
All right. That's another hit. Roll for damage.
That's a 6.
All right. How do you want to kill this thing?
I want to punch him in the eye.
All right. So you take your
That is how he shall
Get out.
die.
you take your scaly fist and you ready it, you rear it back, and all this troll sees as he sees your fist coming towards him is he just sees like the word death written across your knuckles as it just
Yeah.
plunges into his eye, strikes his brain. I mean, you decimate this thing and it crumples to the ground dead. And as you give the troll a nice meeting with your fist, you see the barkeep finally able to rush over. He's like, "Wow, you all really managed to do some work here. Good on ya. You get a round of free ale on the house." As he applies some healing to whoever lost HP, bringing you back to full. As he casually but cautiously takes his foot and kind of pushes the troll back down the hole, its lifeless body just flopping as it falls with a nice meaty thud. As he looks around at you all and says, "Nah, the pack rats will have a nice way with him." And that is combat. Combat is now over.
Yay, we killed him.
Nice. We defeated
Didn't do
the
a shit.
troll.
You all defeated a 9-foot troll on your first go. All right.
Barely, I nearly fucking died.
Well,
I'm gonna go wash my arm off now. 'Cause my arm is covered in eyeball and brain.
yeah. So, Prime, you go off and wash your hand behind the bar, and you just start washing your hand off. Taz, you are healed back to full because the bartender comes over and gives anyone that was taking damage. They all heal back to full because he casts healing ward over you.
Nice. Thank you.
As he is also a paladin.
So you
So
really could have helped that, huh?
he goes.
You just kind of sat back and let us do all the work.
You say that to him. He goes, "Well, my first priority is making sure that everyone else gets out safely. I was coming to help, but by the time I got here, you all had already taken care of him. So, good on you."
Fair enough.
So you all sit at the bar. He gives you your free round after Prime, you've washed your arm off and everything, and all these other patrons that stayed inside, that were cheering and everything, they're cheering for you all. Savior of the yawning portal. As Duncan goes, we We've had a couple come up so far, but that's the biggest one we've had yet.
Haven't you thought about hiring adventurers to go down and clear it out, maybe, instead of just allowing it to come up every now and again?
People go down all the time. They either come up or they don't. So, and then a man comes over to you all. Find it real quick. All right. So, a man comes over to you all while you're all sitting there drinking your free round. And, you know, he walks over wearing these nice giant rimmed glasses, carrying a book in one hand, a pen in the pencil in the other, scribbling notes, you know, as he walks over in this, you know, basic tunic and pants, you know, just pretty basic stuff. He's got a satchel on his side, you know, crammed full. You can see loose papers sticking out. Some, you can tell it's just full of writing material, papers, books, pencils. A lot of oddball notes, and you hear him muttering to himself, like, "That was amazing. You know, this is probably one of the best things I could ever ask for," because he practically witnessed everything that happened. You also notice a dagger on his side, obviously for protection, more than likely. And he walks over and introduces himself. He goes, "Oh, hello, everyone. My name is Volthamp. Book. Stop it." He goes, "My name is Volthamp Getarm. You all can call me Volvo." As he stands there and extends a hand to all of you, offering to shake your hands and everything.
Yeah, I'll oblige him. I'll shake his hand for sure.
All right.
Nice to meet
I'll
you.
shake his hand as well.
All right. So, you know, he introduces himself. Again, yeah, he introduced himself. He goes, "You know, I've noticed you all are very well at dispatching of well, threats, and I know you all might have noticed the main threat within our streets." He goes, "I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. Now I fear I may have misplaced a friend amid the Ordiris malevolence. Can you guys go ahead and give me a history check real quick to see if any of you know who this guy is?"
Yeah.
16.
That's a 5.
5.
History check is a D20,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Roll a d20.
22.
Okay. We missed Taz. Did you give me your number?
Oh, 15.
Okay. So everyone that rolled above a 10, you know that this guy is Volo, the writer of the guide to the monster manual. Very, very renowned wizard, writer, author of most of the books that are in WaterDeep. You know, Guide to Monsters, Guide to, you know, if you find a guidebook, it's probably written by Volo. The other two of you who did not roll above a 10, you have no idea who this guy is. He seems familiar. The name sounds familiar, but you have no idea who this guy is. And he proceeds to go on, and he's like, "My friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains. And I worry he took a bad way home a couple nights ago and was kidnapped, or worse. If you agree to track him down, with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now. And and I can give you each 10 times that when you find Floon. May I prevail upon you in my hour of need? And he holds a bag of coins, which in this world, gold coins are called dragons, or dragoons. Um, Basically holding out 5 bags with 10 coins, 10 gold pieces in it for each of you, if you're willing to help him in his time of need.
Well, as a paladin, I can't turn down someone's offer for help, or someone's request for help. Though I will need more information, like where he was last seen and where he was heading.
Oh,
yes,
of course,
I'll
of
definitely
course.
help too.
I'll help
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, since we're gonna die anyway, why not?
Well, that's a bit dark, but okay.
As far as I don't know who is, I'm tempting to the gold, but first I'm asking him how can I trust him. Like for me, it's just a guy asking me to help out of notice. I don't know him, so just like getting more information from him now.
Well, well, I mean, I know you may not trust me now, but you all seem like very, what's the word I'm looking for? You all seem like very trustworthy adventurers, and I know 10 right now may not be much, but again, I pay you 10 times as much once you find Floon. Go ahead and give me a Go ahead and make a insight check for me, Shiro.
And that's just a D20 or
Yeah, just roll me a d20 with
Oh.
your insight.
yeah, here it is. That will be 13.
Okay, so yeah, you you discern, he's being honest about everything that he said so far. He might be stretching the truth on how much he can pay, but everything he said so far, other than the amount of money he'd be able to pay, is true based on your intuition. Um, uh, make sure I can get this right. Okay. So you discern that much about him. What he's saying is true, and he goes on a little more in detail. So he's like, oh, I'm very embarrassed to admit this. Beset by my own writer's block, me and Floon, met for drinks at the Skewered Dragon 2 nights ago. We drank and we gambled for a few hours, and then I left. That's the last that I saw of Floon. So that's what he tells you based on everything. You
Okay.
can discern that he's telling the truth about everything
Okay,
so far.
Based on that, I'm just not sure so far, but I'm agreeing to help and go for it. Just seems like a good money so far.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you all, you kind
Um,
adventurers. And he hands you each a bag of the 10 coins, so you now have an extra 10 gold to your inventory.
I have 2 more questions.
Okay.
One, can you describe what he looks like?
Oh, yes. So, Floon is, you see him. He's the most handsomest man you've ever met in your life. He's a rather defined jaw, blue eyes, brown hair, comes, rather short. One side of his head he has shaved. Last I remember him wearing, though, he was in a blue and white button-up shirt with black trousers and some blue, navy bluish shoes. He always has on him his lucky brooch. He has it above his heart. It is a brooch of a small bird. I would say a sparrow, I believe. That or a mockingbird. I can't remember. I don't remember to discern. And he decides that he's going to draw a small photo, the best he can. Basic features, draw a line, stuff like that, for you. And he hands it to you, Falcon. So.
And my other question is, do you know where he was staying?
Oh.
Like what inn?
Find this on the map I have.
I've asked questions that I'm not prepared for.
Trying to find out where that was.
The joys of D&D.
Oh yeah, it's great. Love it.
Just wait till we start adopting NPCs.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
NPCs.
the great.
That's sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally not making peasant cannons.
Oh god, peasant cannons.
Now that's fun. Peasant cannon, fire! You never know. We might need one if it's all about dragons. We might need one to hit a dragon in midair. So
yeah. Oi, just throw me.
Instead of throwing rocks, we can just throw you at them.
Yeah. I bring him my daggers.
Yes. Just hold your sword in front of you, and like we can spin you on the last person can spin you.
Yeah.
I am very much in favor of throwing a halfling at a dragon.
All I just see now is a scene from Wall Street when they were playing darts with Lilliputians. It's just like this picture in it.
Yeah. All I can imagine is fucking like 100 peasants just standing next to each other with you on the one end of it, one person ready to throw you, and then just you going vroom, flying, and then going straight forward the dragon as the dragon looks at you and goes, "What the fuck?" Just like delivered snack, opens its mouth.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you just go flying towards its mouth, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Mm-hmm. Bring out the quarterstaff to make sure that its mouth doesn't close.
I mean, he probably could just breath weapon you and just send you in midair.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so Floon, not Floon, Volo goes. Well, the last we saw of each other, it was the skewered dragon down in the dock ward. He's staying near Helm's Hall, down over in the southern ward, not too far from the dock ward. As far as I remember.
Right, well then we have an idea of a few places to check. See if anyone around there knows anything.
And maybe a few routes.
I'm going to ask him if he knows something about it. Does not like Floon, or if he has some idea who could hate him or have some sort of bad feelings towards the Floon.
As far as Volo knows, weird taste in my mouth. As far as Volo knows, no one would want to hurt Floon. You know, Floon is basically, he sits there and he goes, Floon is a rather well-liked man, not only because of his beauty, but he's very charismatic as well. Now, granted, I would believe that since his beauty, people might not take too well to him. But in general, I wouldn't know of anyone that would want to hurt him.
All right.
All right. Anyone else have any more questions for Volo, or?
No?
No, I got all the ones I can think of.
That sounds. Seems like we've got enough information for now.
Agree.
So, thank you.
All right. All right. So he bids you adieu. You know, he walks away and keeps writing in his book. You know, as he walks, scratching away, mumbling to himself. You all finish your free round. So do we want to go ahead and leave the yawning portal?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yep.
start searching.
All right.
Yeah, probably good to do.
So you leave the portal, and as you walk out, you know, you see, oh god, you walk out and people left and right, they're going back and forth on this road that you're on. You know, you're in the trades ward, so you are quite literally within where a lot of trade happens, merchants, carts on the sides of the road, left, right, everywhere. There's a trade stall, booth, what do you want to call it? People bustling, people auctioning stuff off. As you all, where do you all want to go first? Do you want to go over towards the near Helm's Hall where he's staying, or do you want to go to the tavern he was at?
Let's go investigate where he was staying first and then the tavern.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think we could split up to cover more ground and maybe get more information that way faster.
But we're not Scooby Doo. Nah.
Let's split up and search for clues, Scoop.
Like
Why
Jake, like Zoe.
Just a suggestion.
I mean, it's not like we're in a dangerous area, so splitting the party shouldn't be that bad.
I mean, you say we're not in a dangerous area. We're searching for.
Okay, we got attacked by a troll. Well, that's one.
And also
Hopefully
the
that's the only
city.
thing.
Also, the city is at civil war to find the gold, so
So,
Yeah.
you kind of never
Yeah.
know.
don't
I
know. It
would-
sounds kind of.
I
How
would normally
far? Do we know how far the tavern is from where we're staying?
Go to pull up that map that I sent.
I'm currently looking at it.
Hold on, I gotta. Discord is not being kind to me. So, you all are currently in the trades ward. Just this is an awful storytelling. Do you see the crook right in the middle of the trades ward next to the T? That crook road right there.
Yeah.
You all are just below that, and you all need to make your way toward the dock ward and the southern ward. About right where the W is on the south ward, where it says ward on the south, that's where he's staying in that area. And dock ward over basically in the middle of the O for dock is where the tavern he was last seen at is.
So it's about we're in the middle of both of them, no matter what. So
Practically, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
yeah, we should probably just go to his house first, then, and then we'll be able to get a lot of information to see if I don't know if he made it back, because he went from the tavern, didn't he?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so the last thing that Volo remembers seeing Floon at was the tavern in the dock ward.
Yeah, but did he? If I remember, did he see him leave, or was he just there?
No, Volo left first. He
Okay.
doesn't remember seeing. He left way before Floon did.
Okay, so maybe we should check his house just in case he got there and there's a struggle, or if
Yeah.
there's nothing there, then the tavern's always there with more leads. So
Yeah.
So are you all going
Check
to
the
the
house.
tavern or the house first?
The house.
So that,
Yeah,
that's
I
in the
would
house.
I would say house.
Okay, so as you all make your way there, making your way through the trades ward, through all
making
the
our way downtown.
yeah, pretty much, again, traders left and right, merchants trying to sell stuff, and then you make your way out of the trades ward into the southern ward, and there are no personally set up shops around. Like in the trades ward, you saw a bunch of like tents or carts, stuff like that. In the southern ward, you see more built shops, not like tents and carts. You see more built shops, and there are not as many. On one road there's about 3 or 4. On the other one there's none. So far and so forth. Kind of like what you'd expect in a regular area. A regular neighborhood area kind of stuff. And as you make your way towards Helm's Hall in the South Ward, you turn your corner and you find yourselves stopped by the City Watch. Not really stopped, but they've got like a taped off area for the City Watch, because lying on the cobblestone, you see Christ, a dozen bloodied bodies, just laying on the cobblestone floor, covered in white sheets. They seem to be the victims of some awful skirmish, which just again reminds you of the terrible way that this 500,000 missing dragoons have caused, violence in the streets. It's chaos.
Yeah.
So you see a dozen or so bloody bodies laying on the ground, covered in sheets, obviously dead. But you see 3 bloodied individuals, and you recognize them from the half-orc incident. And she is, not she, they are, they're bloodied, they're in cuffs, and, the city guards asking them questions. One of the City Watch officers, they see you guys, and they go, "Get on with it, nothing to see here."
Yeah, I'm just gonna speak up a little bit and go, "Hey, why do you have them in cuffs? Why are they locked up? What's happened?"
They go, one of the city guard that told you to go on, he looks at you and he goes, well, if you must know, they decided to be a part of this little bloodbath here, and these are the only surviving ones. So, we're going to take them into custody. If that's an issue for you, get over it. We've got enough on our plates as is. And he walks away, and you see a stagecoach, or kind of like a stagecoach, but, for prisoners kind of thing, a prisoner transport vehicle, come up, and they throw him into the back of it, and the stagecoach takes off. The city guard wait for the a cleanup crew, basically, to come and take care of the dead. And you all continue on with your journey. It was about what?
No, I think I was just thinking.
Okay. It was about, I want to say midday, when you all left the yawning portal. And it's been about an hour and a half since you all left. So you finally make it to Helm's Hall, and you find the room where Flume is staying. And you're all standing outside the door currently. What are we all gonna do? We're just gonna go right into it, or?
Oh yeah.
Go in.
I want to
Alright.
see if the door is open.
So Tiger, you try the door, and it does just open up. It doesn't look like it was broken
Okay, no.
into. It more like it was just forgot to be locked. There's no evidence of it being kicked in or anything. And
Still, that's not necessarily a good thing.
in the room, just scattered about, you see papers and books and notes and pens, just everything. And from all that, you can deduce that he is also a writer. You know, he helps out Volo whenever he needs it, doing certain research or doing certain things, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Go ahead and give me a investigation roll.
Okay.
Okay, that's 15.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 6.
I rolled a nat 20 plus my 2, so that's 22.
Okay.
Same. 22.
Okay.
4.
Tiger, was that a natural 20 plus 2, or was that a dirty 20?
Yes, natural 20 plus 2.
Okay. So,
yeah.
Tiger and Brime, you both notice first. You notice that the bed is made, but it's not how a normal maid would make a bed, you know, coming in and making it. It looks like it was made a little too well to hide something.
Yeah.
And you also notice, along with Shiro, you were on a 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The three of you notice amongst this whole clutter of papers and books and stuff that there's an odd hole in the middle of a bunch of papers, like a certain book was taken from this spot. You know, you can't tell what the book is, but it obviously looks like there was a certain book taken from this spot. And Taz and Falcon, sorry, you all, you know, you just see a cluttered room, a nicely made bed. You all don't notice anything all that well. All right, what else are we gonna do? Over in here.
I'm going to try to look if there is anywhere in the room like inventory of his books, because scholars often might have some.
Okay.
So just like trying to look for it, and from that figure out if we can find what the missing book was.
Go ahead and roll me a investigation check again.
All right. And that's 9.
Okay. So as you're, you know, looking through all of his papers and his books, you know, you're looking for what might be important that might resemble like a ledger of all of his notes and books and stuff. For the life of you, though, you can't seem to find it. Nothing looks too important. It just all looks like random research notes to you. Does anyone else want to do anything while we're in here?
Yeah, I want to check out the bed a bit closer.
Okay. Go ahead and what do you want to do to the bed? Do you just want to like look it over? Do you want to move some of the covers? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I kind of want to search the whole thing just to see if there's anything at all, actually.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a investigation.
That's 16.
Okay. So you look over the bed. You move some of the covers out of the way, and you notice that again. You notice that this bed is pristine. Like it's unnaturally clean. Like there's not a trace of any hair fibers that should be here from Floon. There's nothing. This bed has been wiped clean, not only physically but magically. There's no trace of anything on this bed whatsoever.
Huh. The hell is going on?
So it was
There's
definitely
magic
good,
afoot in this room.
it's definitely a good idea to come here Thursday.
Yeah.
Something's happened.
All
We
right.
could have gotten into another fight at the bar.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wants to do while they're in the room?
No.
Is there anything to loot?
You
Anything
want to rob
valuable in the room?
You want to rob
roll-
the guy that we're trying to find.
Roll me an
Yes.
investigation. Just
What a monster.
just roll me a flat 20 and tell me what it is. Don't add
I
anything to
got
it.
a 10.
Okay. You see, among the clutter of papers and stuff, you see his parcel. It looks, slap full of books and paper just like Folo's. I take it you're going to peer inside of it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe it's an original copy.
So, go ahead and give me... Let me make sure.
It's probably an original of like a one of the monster manuals, one of a manual. That shit could be worth a lot. Find the right collective.
What do you want me to roll for?
Trying to discern which would need to be rolled. Give me a... Go ahead and give me a Constitution check.
10.
Okay, so this bag, as you open it, a powder is dispersed right in your face. It shoots up into your face.
See, this is how anthrax started.
No, it's nothing poisonous. So the bag, I'm going to tell you this, being magical, was able to sense that you were looking for something to loot. And it decided the best way to disarm the person trying to get into the bag was to spray sleep powder into their face.
Huh.
So you, in reaction, drop the bag to the powder flying in your face, and you, of course, wipe it out of your hand as you let out this huge yawn, and you pass out.
Night.
Oh God! I hope we don't have to carry this guy.
You could try to wake him up.
Right.
I walk over to him and slap him. Wake
God
up.
damn it! I was gonna do that.
Yeah.
I was
Hold on,
gonna
hold on,
walk
hold
over
on.
and slap him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I'll roll
mean-
an unarmed strike. I mean, he's unconscious. It's not like he's gonna move.
Yeah, well, no, you never know.
I got a 9.
My armor
Tiger.
class is 16.
Okay. Yeah. So you slap him. It just doesn't do anything.
Damn it.
Shiro,
Let me
you
try.
were. Hold on. Shiro, you were about to say something. What were you gonna say?
Exactly the same as the other guys, but lucky charm. So I'm going to slip him again. It might work. You know, it just deep sleep, so more slips might work.
Okay,
you
so
plunge him even deeper into a
Everyone's
sleep.
gonna take turns slapping.
okay, so Shiro, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's a 8.
Okay, so because Prime was also going to do it, we're going to use that as a help action. So he's going to basically help you try to wake up Tiger.
I got a 24.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We're going to say that double slap right there, that kind of wakes you up.
On the count of 3. 1, 3.
1, 3.
Clear.
Tiger, you wake up. The side of your face is kind of hurting a little bit, and you're like, huh, I don't know what
Happy
that's
am I
from.
cheek
Dragging
burning.
print on your face.
Um,
That's what you get for trying to loot someone's stuff.
Calm as a...
Mama is a bitch.
So yeah, Tiger's now awake. For those of you,
His face
Ooh.
hurts, but he's awake.
yeah.
At least he's dead. You know,
So
positive.
the parcel now has a hovering above it in pretty legible letters is property of Floon. Violators will be subdued. So I guess we're gonna leave the bag alone.
No, I want to bring the bag with me.
Oh god, here we go. We're good.
Okay. You grab the bag.
So
Go
you're
ahead
gonna
and
you're gonna steal it.
Who knows?
go ahead and add
I'm
Floon's bag to your inventory.
Yep.
All right. So
I didn't know we had a rogue on our fucking party. Jesus
Right.
Christ.
Going to make sure you give that back later.
all right. So I take it you all are gonna start heading towards the dock ward now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You all make your way out of the room. Towards the dock ward. And it's gotten a little later, you know. You say it was like 1:30 when you all got there. The time it took you all to, you know, investigate and wake up Tiger, it has gotten to be around let's see. Say it's gotten to be around 4:30, 5 o'clock. You know, he was in a pretty deep sleep. So you all start making your way to the dock ward, and you know, it tall, densely packed tenements. You know, they leave most of the neighborhood at a shadow, you know, at ground level. So it looks darker than it actually is because of how tall the buildings are and how many there are, just jam packed in there. You know, most of the street lamps, you know, their glasses are broken, candles all taken. You smell, you know, you take a nice whiff. You smell salt and quite literally shit in the air as you just walk past all these houses. You all pass a street, and you see a shop. You know, it stands out from all the rest. You know, it's got a nice purple facade over it. In the windows, you know, hangs a bunch of hangs like a stuffed beholder. And above the door,
wow.
it says a sign in very elaborate letters. It spells out the old Zolbob shop. Do you want to go into the shop?
I'm gonna go in.
This is too mysterious to pass up.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going in.
All right.
Guess you're going in.
So, you know, you walk into the shop, and almost immediately, as you open the door to go inside, a cloud of like lavender scented purple smoke kind of flies out the window into the air, out the door into the air.
Mm-hmm.
As you all walk inside, every wall is purple. It's like a deep purple, the same of the outside. Every wall is purple.
Oh boy.
All of the and like even like the knickknack shelves, those are all a deep violet. You know, everything here and here is purple. The shelves, the walls, the counters, it's purple.
This man clearly likes purple.
And you know, sitting behind the main desk, with the, you know, till behind it, is a you see an old hairless gnome wearing plum covered robes. You know, his cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face painted eyes. So, you know, he's got purple robes, purple room, purple eyeballs painted on his face. This gnome really likes purple.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Obviously.
Should I assume to call him Mr. Purple?
So, as he
Purple man.
sees you all walk in, he goes, "Hail, and well met. Come browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world." So, you know, he's got some trinkets and stuff. Do any of you want to look for any trinkets or anything?
Me personally not, but I want to go to the shopkeep and ask him with a description of Floon if he ever saw him or if he possibly know him.
Okay. So Floon's the guy's name? I don't know the name, but the description looks familiar. I offered him a new purple item. Oh. That's not what I'm supposed to say. Yeah, basically he goes, well, I don't know the guy by name, but the description sounds familiar. You know, I don't really like to talk about my customers all that well. Maybe you got something to trade for the information?
How about we buy something?
Yeah, sounds good.
I think we need some health potions.
I walk up and I just put a golden coin on the counter. There's more of that if you tell us what we want to know.
It's not purple.
I'm guessing he doesn't deal with gold, it's only with purple items.
Oh no, he deals in gold for buying a trinket. This is a trinket store, not like a health potion store. You know, they're not potions; they're just pretty useless
If
trinkets.
you're gonna trade him with something, It's
I'm-
gotta be purple.
I'm going to proceed to ask him if he's willing to give us the information if I buy something from his store.
Um. He ponders it for a moment. No, it's gotta be purple.
All right.
So even
Um,
if we buy something, you won't tell us what we want to know.
Now I'd like to mention you could try to intimidate or persuade. Right? If you want to try that, roll whoever wants to try to
I'm
intimidate
doing it.
or persuade. Let me know what you want to roll.
Okay, I'm going
I'm
to
good.
join with intimidation.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm rolling intimidation as well.
Okay. So, Shiro, roll your intimidation.
That's 14.
Okay. So, and Prime helped out, but it wasn't necessary. He goes, all right. I'll tell you what you want to know. Like I said, he was a pretty well-dressed fellow. He looked an awful lot like Rainer Nevermember. Although, what's going on with my camera? Although, I don't remember what he looked like too much. The Nevermember feller. I do, however, remember they jumped outside the shop. He was jumped right outside my front door by some rough-looking men. They were wearing their black armor and stuff. There were about 5 attackers. None of them looked too familiar to me, though. One of them actually I remember pretty well. He had a right on his neck, right about here. He had a black winged snake on his neck.
Hmm.
Do you know anything more about this black winged snake?
Yep.
What
Like I
kind
said.
of group has that symbol with them?
Nope, none of them looked too familiar to me. All I saw was the snake tattoo. 5 guys. They all wore their black armor. I haven't seen them around here. They were all new to me.
Do you know how about their height? If they were like extraordinarily small or like average human or something like this?
Well, they all look like they were about human size. So it's about 3'5", whatever you humans are. I'd say about 3 of me. So
Okay.
so you gotta buy something or what?
I'm going to proceed to ask before answering his question if the flu was left there, or if they taken him, or if he noticed them going some direction.
Oh no, they jumped him and they put a bag over his head and they took him away wherever they went.
You don't know what direction they went.
Well, let's put it this way: if they went to the right of my shop, who knows if they could have circled around and went back to the left? They went to the left. Who knows they could have circled around and went to the right? My only windows is the one in the front of the store, boys. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Okay, tell us at least, did he go to the left or to the right?
I might have been to the right.
I walk out of the store. Oh my god!
I just kind of walk out and just sigh a little bit and go, helpful.
Yeah.
Right.
That was not helpful.
Do you all just walk out of the store?
We at least know what he's taken.
Before I walk out, as a sign of good faith, because in future he might be helpful somehow, maybe. I'm going to look for some armoring. Just yeah, something like basic, not too outstanding, like a steel or something like this.
So what he has, they're all trinkets, so they're not like armor stuff, but he does have like a purple band to go on your wrist. So,
Yeah, I kind of like it, and I want to proceed to buy it.
That'll be 5 gold, sonny.
That's too much. I'm going to give you 2.
3.
2.
2 gold and a copper.
All right, that sounds good.
Deal.
he takes the gold and the copper. So now you just have a purple armband on you now.
Okay.
Come
I'm
back
going
anytime,
to-
sonny.
Yeah, thank you. I'm putting on my armband and walking out of the store to the guys.
Yeah, I follow.
Okay.
That was something else.
So
I can't believe you
Um,
bought something from that little man.
So
Who
Good,
knows? Might
good
come in
faith
handy.
is good faith, you know. It might be handy, and who
I
knows?
mean, he likes purple, so he might like you after that.
Yeah, that's right.
You find anything
Um,
purple in the future, and we can just grab it for him.
so
We can trade in purple.
as you guys keep walking
guys,
towards
little
where
as
you
possible.
know the skewered dragon is, it's not that far off, a couple streets over. And you guys walk towards this place, and the skewered dragon, you see the sign, but it's hanging on by like one of the chains. It's kind of dangling there, blowing in the wind, but you can still read that it says the skewered dragon. It looks like a ruin, honestly. Both of its front-facing windows are smashed, and it looks like there's a ship's anchor lodged on the roof.
Interesting.
You have no idea how it got there or why it's there, but there's an anchor up there. And through the windows, you see a group of just haggard patrons drinking from large tankards. So, you guys gonna go inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't ominous or anything.
I'm hungry. I need food.
All right. So, you all walk in. You take a seat at a table, and a human female walks over. Wearing her tavern outfit. She's got a white apron on, black shirt, a black skirt goes just past her knees. She's got some flat shoes on. She walks over and she goes, "Well, hi all. How can I help you all today?"
I'm gonna bring out that picture and say, have you seen anyone like this recently?
Well, see, I remember him. He was here, about 3 or 4 nights ago.
Mhm.
I don't know. I see too many people, but I remember his handsome face now.
Do you know what happened to him after he left? Anything in particular, or anybody following him?
No, don't remember
Or is there
too
any
much about it.
Was there any skirmishes in here with him, or was there anyone else with him?
Hmm. Well, I mean, we have skirmishes in here just about every night. But I don't remember him getting into any of them. He was here with a fella, though. Giant rimmed glasses on his face. Pretty odd looking fella.
Constantly writing in his book.
He wasn't really writing much, but he had a bag full of paper.
Sounds about right. Have you seen anyone with a winged snake tattoo.
When you mentioned the tattoo, she she kind of clams up a little bit. Doesn't want to talk about it. Obviously, you can tell by her manner. And as you mentioned it, you see the group of drinkers that were the group of patrons that were in there before. They're talking kind of quiets down a little bit just to try to eavesdrop on your conversation. Obviously, they're the only people in here, so it goes from being pretty loud from them to just being a little quiet now, a little too quiet. And you hear her. She goes, "Now, I don't know whom you might be looking for, but you might want to steer clear of them. That snake fella,
How was that?
he's not one to play with." Um, and she walks away to get you guys some mead and uh, just some basic bar food.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going.
unfortunately, we're looking to mess with him because he's done something which isn't very good.
She's
So
already
we're
walked
looking
away
for
at
a
this
friend
point.
due to that.
After she said that he's not one to play with, she walked away to get your drinks. However, you all look over at the other table of the patrons, and they're just staring at you at this point. Once they realize you look at them, they kind of avert their eyes, go back to their little conversation. Um,
I'm just gonna walk over to them and go,
Walk over there.
Is there a free chair?
gonna
at
walk
the
over to
table?
them and look all big and mighty and go, "Grr." No.
Uh,
Is there a free chair at their table?
yeah, there's a free chair.
Yeah. Okay. I'm working with them and taking the chair with my like arms on the table, and my chin resting there, just like a little kind of mysterious look, and proceed to carefully ask them if they might have some information about the snake fella directly.
Um, they kind of just they look at you as they take. Now, the way they look at you, and they all like simultaneously. They're like, now. One of them speaks up. Now, what's a little kid like you doing in a place like this?
All right.
I just smirk.
I'm like reaching with my head to my ex, but doing nothing with it, just resting on it, like a little gesture, and trying to intimidate them to talk more.
So you're gonna try to intimidate.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check. And Taz, you're standing behind Shiro, right?
Yeah, I'm standing just behind Shiro, just like glancing over them with my arms crossed, just looking at
Did
him.
to be 21, 17 dice, and
I'm
4.
standing there next to it, and Taz as well.
Okay. I was gonna say you guys have to do the help action, but he doesn't need it. This little guy is intimidating enough on his
we can
own.
help. We can help for a
So-
crit if you want.
No, it's good. It's good. The little guy taking his hand to his axe kind of scared him enough. They didn't realize he had how big of an axe the
Menacing
guy's
he
got.
was.
Yeah.
How big his dick is.
So they
You're a small man. You got a big dick.
they look over at you. They look at you and they go, now, one of them, the one that spoke to you, asking you what let you in here. He goes, now, we don't know nothing about no snake fella, but we overheard you asking about some handsome dude. Now, we remember him being in here. He was with some guy, giant glasses, full bag. The handsome guy stayed when the other guy left. And then some other guy came in here. I can't really remember what he looked like. His name had some kind of weird something to it. Never something. Never never. I don't know. Never something. Maybe that's what it was. Never remember something like that. I don't know. And you all recall that Rainer Never Member is the son of Waterdeep's previous Open Lord, Dragult Nevermember. And one of the other guys at the table goes, "Chip off the old block, that one." And another one you just hear go, "Nah, it's just another spoiled rich noble who likes to rub our noses in it." You hear, and the other ones talks to you again. He goes, "Now, they drank a couple. They played a few rounds of Three Dragon Annie before they took off. They left around midnight, I want to say. But there were 5 people that followed them out. Didn't see anything about their figures. They looked about human, 5'3". But there were 5 of them. No one. Not sure what
Can you tell
happened
what
after
race
that.
it was?
They looked like they were about humans. Can't tell you anything else about them. They were all wearing some kind of black armor, black leather.
Okay.
And and one of the other guys pipes up, one that hadn't spoken much, one of the other 5 patrons that were there. He goes, weren't those the same boys who like to stay over on Candle Lane in that one warehouse? And they all the patrons at the table kind of nod their head agreeing and whatnot. One of them says, "That's right, yeah, you gotta look for the snake symbol on the door.
On the door.
There's a door at the warehouse. Look for the snake symbol. You'll find your guy."
Well,
Thank you.
that was helpful. I'm gonna put a gold coin and down on the table and for your cover operation, here's some money to cover some drinks.
So, the last thing you see, these 5 guys, these 5 people just sitting at this table. The last thing you see is you put the coin down on the table. They all look at each other. Like, they all look like at each other like,
How are we gonna split this?
And then, out of nowhere, as you guys leave the table to go back to your own, you hear a scuffle as one of them lunges for the coin. Another one takes their meat and just slams it on his hand as they're all trying to get this one gold coin that you've put on the table. And those like old cartoon scuffles, all the smoke and stuff, and you see the fists and the feet and the heads flying around and stuff. And eventually, one of the patrons holds it up like victorious, as they all sit down bruised, and one of them's got a nosebleed, and they're all huffing and puffing. They go back to drinking their mead, grumbling. So you all sit back down at your table. The waitress brings out your food and your mead. You all eat out. You get no one's taking damage so far, so you all, you just gain. We're gonna go ahead and say that each of you gain 3 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Because the food is a lot better than it was expected to be in a place like this. So there's that. And
That's always good then.
yeah. All right. So after you all eat, you left. Let's see. You left Helms Hall at around 4:30, 5 o'clock. You got to the tavern, the Skewered Dragon, about an hour. So let's say it's around 6. And now you leave the tavern. And what we're gonna do right now is we are going to take a nice break. We're gonna take about a 10-minute break, and then
Mhm.
we'll come back.
Okay.
Sweet.
Alright.
Awesome. And we will be right back. All right, and we are back. So, before our break, we had our intrepid adventurers had made their ways fighting a troll in the Yawning Portal.
Mm-hmm.
They had been approached by Volo, to hunt for Floon.
Yep.
And we had found the gnome of Purple. Our purple friend shopkeeper gave us some
Very
information. Skewer Dragon bar waitress and some of the patrons gave us some information. So now we all stand outside. Everyone stands outside of the Skewer Dragon. And last thing that the patrons had mentioned was going to Candle Lane to find the warehouse with the snake on it. And if I'm correct, Candle Lane. Yeah. So Candle Lane is not that far from the Skewer Dragon, and it's about 6-7 o'clock time right now in the world. So it's about, say, about a 20-minute walk to Candle Lane to hunt for this warehouse with the snake door.
Mm-hmm.
We all gonna trek off?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Yippee.
And because of how how late it is and the part of Waterdeep that you're in currently, you hear cats meowing as they knock over trash cans, and you hear birds and not many birds, more nightly birds like crows and whatnot. It's and because of how tall all the buildings are in the dock ward, everything is just almost pitch black, even though the time isn't even that late. It's practically sundown. The sun is currently setting, and it still just looks completely pitch black. But it's not, because all the lights on the streets, at least the ones that are still remaining. So you all make your way towards Candle Lane. And as you walk down this alley, gloom, just envelops. The feeling of gloom and dread envelops a narrow alley as you, it's as dark as a dungeon and as odorous as one too. So it looks and smells awful.
Lovely.
So near all the street lamps nearby have been smashed. The only light that is piercing the darkness is a faint flickering from down the lane, which looks like a distant candle.
Why is this place so ominous?
You all gonna walk towards this lone candle?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, why
walk
not?
over to it cautiously.
Go ahead and all of you give me a what's the word I'm looking for? Give me an investigation check. As you get closer to this light.
19.
Nat 20.
Okay.
4.
What role is it again? Let me just.
Just investigation.
12.
Okay. So, Tiger and Taz, you both, you know, it's a little. The light is helping, but it's not helping all that much. So as you continue, you know, walking towards this light, Shiro and Falcon, Falcon, you with your nat 20, you notice a few things first. You notice that this light is, and actually go ahead and give me a Arcana check real quick. Roll me an Arcana.
16.
Okay, so you can tell, with a nat 20 investigation and a 16 on your Arcana, that this one street lamp is on because of the continual flame spell. That's what's keeping this one light still on. And Falcon, you realize that. Shiro and Falcon, you both, you know, you look around in this light and you look across the street and you see this warehouse. You know, it looks rickety, it looks small. But on the door of the warehouse, you see what looks like a black winged snake painted above the door's handle. And go ahead and give me a intelligence check, everyone.
6.
8.
8, 6.
Two really
17.
good.
That's a 19, baby.
Okay, Tiger, what was yours again?
17.
Okay, so Taz, Tiger, you both recall that this symbol is the significance of this symbol is that it is one that has ties with the Zentarium Guild, which you know, isn't really a guild per se. It's not recognized by the Guild Association. It's more like that's just what they call themselves. They're a band of thieves and looters and that kind of stuff. But so, you guys want to open this door?
I think we need to be a bit more cautious than just straight up opening the door. Because we don't know how many could be inside. We don't know what to expect in there.
Yeah. Definitely trying to check the door first if there is anything unusual about it.
You gonna check like for magic and whatnot?
Oh, if I see
Magic
something,
trap.
yeah, magic traps. If I see something dangerous, you know, something that
Okay.
could catch my eye.
Go ahead and roll me, Shira. Roll me a Arcana check.
Okay, Arcana, and that would be 18.
Okay. As far as you're aware, there are no magical traps on this, because you know there's no magic traps. There's no. It's just a plain door. You know.
All right. I'm gonna point it to the guys and let's go inside. What could be worse than a troll in a tavern, right, guys?
Well,
I guess so.
It was one troll. We don't know how many that are inside. We might be 10 to 1 maybe. Who knows?
well, I guess I'll go through the door first. Why not?
Okay. So, by the looks of this, you know, warehouse, it looks like it's about 2 stories tall. You know, it looks pretty run down still, but for it being so run down, it still looks pretty well off than the rest of the buildings in the area. So the warehouse that you're currently standing at, it stands at the back of an outer yard, behind a high fence. So you have a couple different options for entry. You can either enter through the front door. Looks like there's also a large warehouse loading door, and they're painted over windows. You try them, and they're all locked. So you can either go through the front door. There's a loading dock, and then there's locked windows.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to unlock one of the windows to be more cautious, more sneaky, you know?
Okay. Go ahead and what would that be? Go ahead and roll me a what would that be?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, roll me a sleight of hand.
19.
Okay.
15 dice. For fire.
So you get the window open that you're trying to get into. Let's see. Okay. So you're climbing through the window, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm entering through the window.
Okay. So yeah, you enter into the main room. Before you enter, though, hold on. Make sure I do this right. So, just real quick. Okay, so, Shiro, you get in first. And as you get in, you see a bunch of tables and chairs. It looks like they've been carelessly tossed just all around the floor. And it looks like there's also, like, along the walls, there are just corpses of dozens of men. Their rapiers and their daggers all lying in a pile. They look bloody as well. So on the north side of the area, stairs rise into the open level above. Also, you see 4 short avian creatures with long beaks and black feathers. They stand in the middle of the warehouse. They wear hooded cloaks and they wield short swords. And since you now you're inside, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Alright. That would be net 20 plus 4 modifier that I have, that's 24.
Give me 1 second. You rolled a what again on your stealth? Sorry.
24.
Okay. It was a nat 20, right?
Yeah, not 20 and
Okay.
modifier.
Okay. So yeah, you're hidden. So who's following him in next?
Yeah, I'll guess I'll walk up to the window and through it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth.
7.
All right. So Shiro, you get in and you're hidden. You know, you're in the shadows. You know, there's no way you can be seen.
Mhm.
Tiger, you step in and you're seen practically immediately.
Shit.
These four Kinku turn around from their conversation. They look at you and they raise their short swords.
Okay.
Gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
6.
On initiative, that's 19 plus 4 modifier, 23.
Yeah, I got a 19 plus 3, so 22.
What for initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah. 15.
You said 18?
15, sorry.
Oh, I dropped it. Okay. I dropped the dice. Let's go. Found it. All right. So. Okay. This. Okay. So, so Shiro, you are first in our initiative. You are currently hidden behind some boxes. Out of view. What do you want to do?
Alright. So I'm inside with the tiger and other eyes are outside, if I'm not
Correct.
wrong.
Correct. Yeah. So you're over behind some boxes, about 30 feet away from these four Kinku. Tiger is at the window you just left. The four Kenku about 10, 15 feet away from him. Their focus is on him. Taz and Falcon are still outside.
You have an opportunity for a sneak attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a sneak attack on the closest one to me.
Are you're gonna move towards them to do it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Go ahead and yeah. Since your first initiative, go ahead and just roll to hit on one.
Okay. 18 plus 4, 22.
All right, that is a hit.
Okay, and for them, that would be 13.
Second. Okay, so you move close, and you said a 13. Is that to hit or is that damage?
Damage to hit was 22,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
damage
Yeah.
was
Okay,
3.
that's right. Okay, so you sneak up on one of them, and you just what are you using to hit with?
Great X.
Okay, so you sneak up towards these guys. You know, they're just a little taller than what you are. And you take this great axe and you swing it sideways and you cleave one of them in half. You straight up just kill one of them. So that's one Kenku dead. He crumples to the floor. And the other three, seeing their friend just die immediately, they are frightened. It is going to be this one. It is going to be Tiger's turn. You are currently standing in front of the window, and you are about 15 feet away from these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to rush in to attack one of them.
Okay. What's your movement speed again?
My movement speed is 25 feet.
Okay. So you use 15 of that to get up into one of their faces.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. That's 8.
That's 8 to hit.
Yeah.
You miss.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do or can do?
No.
Okay. Then is going to be. Let's see. So it's gonna be the Kenku, one of the Kenku's turn. And he is going to swing his short sword at Tiger. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 10 hit.
No.
All right. So he, because of how scared he was watching his friend get cut in half, he goes to swing at you and just completely just misses, whiffs the whole hit. Then it is going to be Taz's turn. You are currently outside of the window. You want to go ahead and just climb in? That'll be 5 of your movement so far.
Yeah, I wasn't. I'll climb.
Okay. All right.
Still got 25 feet. How far is the furthest guy from here? Smash.
The furthest?
Yeah.
Or the closest? The furthest?
The furthest. Yeah.
About 20 feet away from you.
Will I have to move past others to do that? Like other enemies?
So,
That's the question. Or can I go round and attack him?
So you would be moving into. So basically, the way you would be doing is the Kenku are all, they're all four together. The one that Shiro just knocked down, basically, you could stand over his dead body. You'd be standing in front of Shiro, and you would be blocking him from any attacks. So any attack made on Shiro would be a disadvantage because you're in the way.
Okay.
And then basically, though, you'd be within 5 feet of the other three Kenku if you moved.
So I could go in the way and just kind of block Kenku.
Correct.
Make his damage. Or I could go to the closest one and just kind of double team one person.
The closest one is the one in front of Tiger.
Yeah, so I'd essentially double team that one Kenku. I'll do that.
Okay. So you move up to in front of this other Kenku. Go ahead and roll to hit if you're going to.
It's a 14 to hit.
You said a 14 to hit?
14.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. That will be 11.
Okay. So you take your sword and you swipe at it. You hit this one in his chest. And he is looking very, very messed up right now.
Currently focused on me as well, yeah.
Do what?
I'm guessing he's currently focused on me.
Yeah, he's focused on you now. So next it is it's another one of these Kenku's turn. He's going to take a swing at Tiger.
Okay.
Again. Let's see. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Really rolling bad on these Kenku. All right. Okay. It is going to be Prime's character's turn. So we're gonna move him inside. Move him inside, and we're gonna move him in between. Actually, we're gonna move him. Let's see. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. We're gonna move him next to on the other side of Tiger, and he's gonna strike at one of these Kenku. So 11. That is a miss. But he has another one. That is also a miss. Which means now yeah, now it's Falcon, it's your turn. Sorry.
Hey, I got a question. You know when we were at the inn and we had that food, did that count as a short rest?
Good question.
Just so I know if I have my breath attack back.
No, we will not
No?
count that as a short rest because you,
Cool.
you mean whenever you were eating at the skewer dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was not a short rest,
Okay.
sadly.
Cool. To know. Yeah, then I will just, I guess, go in and get close to another one of these, what are they, kinkus?
Yeah.
Again. And strike it with my greatsword.
Okay. Are you gonna move in between? You're gonna move next to Taz and Tiger. You're gonna move in between Shiro and the Kinku.
I'll move in between Shiro.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
You're gonna swing your greatsword.
16.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Alright. Okay, no. 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Are you swinging at the one that looks like it's like has that gash in it from
The one that's already been attacked, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you straight up just slaughter this one. It's gone. It falls dead. Now it is one of the other Kinku's turn. And as a matter of fact, all right. So, since you've killed two of them, they are frightened from Shiro, quite literally cutting one in half. The other one's dead. They realize they cannot win this fight. They are going to try to flee. You can try to capture one of them or both of them to see what they know, because currently, the only way they can go would be they would have to run past Falcon, which means he would get opportunity attacked. Because I mean, quite literally, you basically have them surrounded. There's only one way they can go because there's boxes behind them. There's only one space where they can slip through, but they would get opportunity attacked by Falcon. So we want to just try to capture them.
Yeah, I'm going to try knock one out. Knock one out.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Wrong. Sorry. That would be a 24.
Okay. That's a hit. Roll for. And I'm guessing this is non-lethal, so go ahead and roll for a damage.
6.
Okay. So yeah, you take your great sword and you kind of just like slap one of them. You know, he kind of stumbles and he is knocked prone. The other one tries to flee, which means Falcon, you get your opportunity attack.
20.
All right. Roll for hit. Is this lethal or non-lethal?
5, 6, 7, 8, 12.
Are you gonna make it non-lethal?
And I'm going to go with non-lethal as well.
All right. So
Try and capture a second one.
this one tries to run past you, and you take what weapon are you using?
My greatsword.
You take your great sword and you kind of like take the hilt of it. And you slam it to the back of its head as it tries to run off. It falls to the ground, crumples. It's knocked out. And you have currently successfully captured 2 Kenku.
Nice.
Sorry about that, fellas. That's a mistake on my part.
Nah, it's alright. Little of exercise never killed anyone.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
looking at those around us, maybe maybe it can. So what are we doing with these 2 now?
Give me 1 second. I gotta get the
Interrogation.
We should probably tie them up first before they wake up then.
Yeah, good idea. And remember, I still have a Fluent's bag, so we can just knock them out with the sleeping powder.
True. That's good. That's good.
Well, it's one way to get use out of it, I guess.
I knew it would come in handy.
Sure, that's why you
Definitely
brought it along.
Yeah, because that's why you brought it. So, now that you've successfully subdued these 2 Kenku, one of them is knocked out cold from Falcon slamming the hilt of his sword into the back of his head. The other one that Shiro knocked down, he's just prone, so it's a quick tie up for him, you know. Go ahead and roll me a charisma. Go ahead and give me an intimidation check if you're going to try to intimidate this one.
That's not 1 with 4, that's 5.
20.
Okay.
And
Kaz?
Oh, sorry.
Intimidation check.
Okay, that's 16.
All right. So, when these Kenku open their mouths, you know, they don't really speak like you think they would. The one in a deep orcish accent goes, "Zendathar sends its regrets," and another in a different voice, a thin nasally one, it goes, "Tie up the pretty boy in the back room and follow the yellow signs in the sewers." When he says that one, go ahead and give me a. Let's see, it would be. Everyone, go ahead and roll me a. Perception. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
14.
Okay.
That's 22.
Okay.
13.
All right. So, you all realize what he means by that is he's talking about the tunnels in the sewers that are marked with the that black winged snake. And it goes to speak again, and it goes,
No time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss.
That's about all that this one knows as well. And if you were to, even if you were to wake the other one up, he would basically say the same thing. So, the information you've gathered so far is that, remember correctly, one of them said, tie up the pretty boy in the back room and follow the yellow signs in the sewers. So, these Kenku are of no more use to you. Are you just going to leave them tied up for now?
I'm going to ask the rest of the group what are we going to do with them.
The first thing I'm going to do is loot their bodies, see if they've got any cut worth.
All right. Um,
Always with the looting.
I mean, you got to check if there's anything useful, right?
Looting is fun.
That's why it's a game mechanic.
let me see here.
There's a reason.
Oh, who said they were looting again?
I was.
Okay, roll me a d12.
Oh. $11.
Okay. You find on the Kenku, on one of the Kenkus, a forgery kit. It contains supplies necessary to create forgeries. Just pretty basic stuff.
Okay.
Anyone else gonna loot?
I think I'll pick up one of the short swords from one of the dead Kenkus.
Okay. You now have a short sword to your inventory.
Yay!
If I recall correctly, you said there are slashed bodies in the warehouse.
Yeah, they're all lined up against the wall, but based on what they look like they're just they're naked bodies wrapped in towels, just lined
Alright.
against the walls.
Is there any long swords lying about?
No. The only thing the Kenkus had were short swords, and there was a pile of rapiers and daggers, but they all look bent and broken.
Okay, I want to try to loot the one I killed.
We had D12.
That would be an 8.
Okay. You rough it through its pockets, and you find shiny baubles, which is a miscellany of shiny knickknacks.
Keep it.
Okay. Add that to your inventory. Anyone else want to keep looting, or are we done looting?
I think we're done looting.
All right. So, so you see, as you get an actual chance to look at the room a bit more. Boxes everywhere, bodies along the walls. There's a flight of stairs that can take you upstairs. There's also a door to looks like a small room. It's in the back of the room, and it kind of just hangs there loosely on some broken hinges.
Okay.
From beyond that door, you can smell what smells like sour fish and vinegar. Do you wish to open the door?
I'm gonna go have a look at the room.
Okay.
Yes, let's go have a look.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him behind him.
So, you open the door, and inside you see discarded ropes, canvas tarpaulins, splintered wood from smashed barrels. And then you see Rainer Nevermember. He's hiding in here, having slipped free from his rope bonds. You hear him just hiding under basically just a sheet. And because there were nothing but Kenku in here, it was a pretty damn good hiding spot for you guys of a higher intelligence. You obviously can tell that's a person.
It's an amazing, yeah.
So you look at him, and he is does not look good. Not like he's beaten up, not like he's like on the verge of death, but he looks bruised, battered. He looks filthy. So he, as you open the door, he kind of, and take the sheet off of him, he kind of like sits there and he goes, "No, no, please don't hurt me. I've done nothing wrong."
Okay, I'm going to proceed to ask him if he has any information on Floon.
He goes, yes, we were both kidnapped together. They, I was so worried about Floon and him being so intoxicated. I was trying to help him find his way home, so I offered to escort him. And out of nowhere, we were jumped by these five hooligans. And it was terrible. I should have done more to help, but then they took my weapons, and then they mistook him for me. Or they mistook me for him.
Intriguing.
So basically, he doesn't know. Let me make sure I read this right. He he feels awful that he was taken, especially since they mistook Floon for him. Will you ask him to join you?
Yes. Is he in good health, or is he badly battered, or?
He doesn't look too bad. He's pretty, decent. He just looks filthy. He's got some bruises, but he looks willing to fight if need be and whatnot.
Okay.
So,
I would say to tell him to go home and rest, because he's just been kidnapped. He's just been freed from being kidnapped. He's probably not going to be in the best state. Might be a hindrance more than a help.
yeah.
Plus, if he's the son of the mayor or whatever it was.
Yeah, he's the son of the open lord of the of WaterDeep.
Yeah. If he's son of the Lord, it'd be better if he'd go back, because then he could either go and recruit help from his followers, and if, say, he gets hurt or worse while he's helping us, that's not going to look the best if we say, yeah, your son died with us.
So he hears you and he goes,
Yes, but I feel completely awful that they mistook him for me, and he's a very dear friend. I really would like to join you so that I may pay him back and help find him.
Listen, the best way you can help him is by you staying safe. Give us any information that you can, and then maybe you go back and then get more help. Maybe, okay? Get these Kenkus looked after.
Get yourself some better equipment. Get some help to come with you. That is the way you can be best helpful to us to find him.
He looks at you guys and he agrees. So he also says, he tries to offer why he thinks that they were trying to kidnap him, why they kidnapped him. He gives, and what you all can basically tell is him being completely truthful. He says, the Xanthurium think that my father embezzled a large amount of gold while he was open lord, and that he hid the dragon somewhere in the city. They think they can find it by using an artifact called the Stone of Galore, which was in the hands of the Xanathar Guild until recently. Apparently, someone stole it. The Zenits thought I know something about all this, but I don't. My father and I, we haven't spoken in years. So as he says that, so he gets done saying all that, and he goes, I'll make sure that I keep an eye on these Kenkus. Ugly bastards. So he actually grabs one of their short swords and kind of stands there, kind of making sure they don't try to get out or anything. Would you all like to continue searching the rest of this building?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Would you like to continue searching the lower floor or the? Because when you came in, there was the part where you fought the Kenkus, and then off towards the back of the room there was the stairs, and underneath the stairs was the door where you found Nevermember. But you could go past the stairs a bit further, and there's another area in there if you want to go in there.
I want to go in there.
Okay.
I'll go check this lower floor area.
And I'm actually gonna head upstairs.
Okay. Taz, what are you doing?
Probably gonna head upstairs as well.
Okay. So Tiger and Falcon, go ahead and give me a perception check.
3.
What'd you roll, Falcon?
18.
Okay.
3.
So, Falcon, you notice that there is a part of the wall that actually gives way when you push on it. The color looks different than the rest of the wall, so you tell that something is there. So you walk over and you push on it, and it pushes through, and a secret door swings open. And as you do that, Shiro and Taz, you hear a bell ring in one of the offices right upstairs as you walk up the stairs.
Okay, I'm going to head up to the office to check it out.
Okay. Falcon
No.
and Tiger, do you two
Make sure we stick
walk
together.
into the secret room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go into the secret room.
Okay. You walk in and you find two wooden crates. You look through them. The first looks like it was stolen from the docks. There contains 4 wood frame paintings wrapped in leather. The paintings depict the cities of Waterdeep, and based on your best guess, it looks like paintings can be sold for about 75 gold pieces each.
Ooh.
Wow, they are pricey.
The second crate looks like it was stolen from a caravan, and it contains about 15 10-pound silver trade bars. All of them are black from corrosion, but they still, based on your knowledge, look like they could be worth about 50 gold pieces each. So,
Damn.
So the crates of silver would be a good thing to take.
Yep.
That is,
I
Well,
need a
from
bigger backpack.
We would not be able to fit all this stuff in our bags. So
are you two gonna carry the crates out to the where the rest upstairs where the rest of them are?
Yeah, are we?
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
grab the
Okay.
grab the crate of silver.
Okay. And then Shiro and Taz, you went upstairs too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Checking
Okay.
the office with the
So-
bell.
You make your way into some of the offices. It looks like there's a couple of them. There are some desks and chairs, and all the shelves are just empty. Covered in dust, cobwebs. Some rats run around. They're harmless. So, whenever you go to open, you open one of the doors, and there's a steel bell hanging above each of the office doors. They're all connected by wires, and these are the bells that you heard ring when Falcon opened up the secret door.
You guys gonna look through the offices, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna look through it and see if there are like any steps in dust and stuff like this.
There are no more steps. But words are fun. Train of thought. Both you, Shiro, and Taz, you both find what looks to be like an unused paper bird.
Okay, I'm gonna head out to it and
Interesting.
get a better look at it.
It's just like a paper bird, about this big.
Mhm. Okay.
There's nothing special about it. Just gonna take it.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Might be
Go
useful.
ahead and. So, go ahead and give you a light description of this paper bird. It is a wondrous item, uncommon. It looks to be the shape of a, like a origami folded crane.
Lovely.
After you write a message of 50 words or fewer on this magic sheet of parchment and speak a creature's name, the parchment magically folds into a tiny paper bird and flies to the recipient whose name you uttered. The recipient must be on the same plane of existence as you. Otherwise, the bird turns into ash as it takes flight. The bird is an object that has 1 hit point, an armor class of 13, and a flying speed of 60, and a dexterity of 16.
Okay. So we can just fly to another person if we need to get a message. As long as it's on the same plane as the existence of us.
Yeah, cool. I'm not sure. I'm
You-
gonna ask again. How fast is he flying?
It flies the speed of 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay.
So both you and both of you, Taz, Shiro, you both find one.
So there's 2.
Yeah, there were 2 of them.
Okay, cool.
So as you two find those and you walk out of the offices, Tiger and Falcon, you both come up the stairs carrying the crate of the 15 10-pound gold silver bars and then the 5 paintings. They're not large paintings. You could fit them in your packs. Large backpack, whoever has one can carry them. So there is that.
Fair enough.
So I guess you all put them in your packs and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make sure real quick. There were. Okay. Have all that. Okay. So after you all meet up, Reiner rushes up the stairs, and following him is the city watch. They were reported of a ruckus going on in here in this warehouse. Let's see. The captain, Captain Staggett, comes up to you all and goes, "Are you the ones?" He goes, "Are you the ones that dispatched these Kenku and saved this man?"
Yes, we are.
He goes, "We've been looking for this man for a couple days now. How did you all find him so quickly?"
I was actually looking for someone else, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess we are just really lucky to find him.
Call it a happy coincidence.
Okay. And because and so looking at this captain, you can tell his demeanor is different than what you would expect it to be. Mainly because you have a noble with you, and not just any noble. It is the noble of the previous open lord. So he's trying to be on his best behavior kind of setup. And normally, trying to take not take. Normally they would confiscate the paintings and or at least they would confiscate the trade bars. But because of him trying to be, kind and courteous and whatnot, that and Reiner with you, he lets you all keep them.
Oh, lovely.
So let's see. So he goes, well, you said you were looking for someone else. Is it, who is it? Do you know where they are?
Well, if we would know where they are, we wouldn't be looking for him.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm aware of that. I simply mean, do you have an idea of where they could be?
Well, they said something about follow. Was it follow?
Follow the yellow signs in the
Yeah,
sewers.
the yellow signs in the sewers.
The minute you mentioned the sewers, Staggett goes, I will not be sending men down into the sewers.
No, we will be doing that. Don't worry.
So, I'll take care of Reiner here. And you lot, let me give you some advice. Not all City Watch officers are as nice as me. So, make sure you try to keep blood off the streets, okay?
We won't kill anyone.
Which him saying, him saying keep blood off the streets, it's more of a common saying, among City Watch officials, who care more about what happens in the streets above than what happens in the sewers below. So basically, he's saying if you're going to do any killing, try to keep it below ground.
Out of watchful light, basically.
Correct.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Practically.
Yeah. As always.
Okay, so, now that you all know that Floon is potentially in the sewers, and you just got done fighting, let's see. And it is rather late in the night. It's probably, let's see, I'd say it's sundown, sun's down, moon's out. So I'd say it's around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So do you all want to head to the nearest inn and rest for the night and then continue the search in the morning? Or...
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun to just sleep in the shed?
Well,
that would
currently
be fun, but I don't think it's a good idea.
Currently,
warehouse is being searched by the City Watch, so they're cordoning it all off as a crime scene.
Damn
Because
it.
again, there are bodies lining the walls in the lower level of the warehouse. So
Okay, is the dragon something in closest, or is there a closer one?
So
That
the
one.
closest one to you currently, let's see. Sure, quick. The closest inn is going to be the one that Floon was staying in, the Helms Hall. Um, that's gonna be your closest one. You could go back over there.
Well, I say we do that then.
Yeah, I would
I
say so.
guess Hamsol it is.
Okay. So you all make your way back towards Helms Hall, and you each get a separate room. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
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 Okay. You all get your separate rooms. You settle in for the night. You get a room service or whatnot. And you take your long rest, regaining all of your stuff. Check something quick.
Nice long rest.
Cool.
Right. And I think that is a really good place to stop for this session 0.
Yeah.
We got a lot done.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and everyone gain a level.
Yay.
Everyone level up.
Ooh.
And we will see all of you next time.